Carrie here with Wyoming Sisters, and I have a project I would like to share with y'all. If you're looking for a quick and easy project to give to like a neighbor or a coworker, this is a great project. What it is you get a picture frame and then you make it so that you can attach a pen to it, and then you have some post-it notes, and then these are some little page markers that are from Oriental Trading just to give it a little more zhuzh. So I'm going to show you how you make these. Here's another example, and then I've made a few with when I went to the thrift shop, they had these kinds of frames. They have a magnet on the back and they're just flat so you can stick them onto the fridge, and I think those are really nice. I've made a few here. There's one. Let me zoom out a little bit, folks. Alright, there's one. Okay. Now these frames I got from the dollar store, and that can add up if you're making a few of these projects. And then the notepads I picked up on sale after Christmas for 50 cents a piece, and they're really cute because they're holiday themed. It doesn't take very much paper at all, and this is some, what's it called? White ruffle ribbon, and it's elastic, so it has some stretch. So you want to use elastic. I like this because it's kind of pretty and it's elastic. Do you see how it stretches? And it has a pretty ruffle, but then that elastic looks icky, so then I'm just covering it in other kinds of ribbons and trims. My in-laws have a wonderful sense of style, and so I'm like the horrible pack rat lady that saves all of the ribbons and adornments they put on the gifts. So all of these ribbons and stuff did not cost me any money. So the materials for this project were really inexpensive. These flat picture frames, I picked up a set of about 6 of them for like $2 at a thrift shop. I waited until they went half price. So I'm going to keep my eyes out for these. These are a little bit smaller, but that actually makes it easier. So what you can do is sometimes, this is all gluey, it'll say on it, it'll say 6 by 4 inches. So you know exactly the size to cut your paper. So that made those two frames easier. But what if, you know, it doesn't say what size? Like on these, it doesn't say what size. So all you do is, I had already pre-cut a lot of my paper 6 by 4, and I used double-sided paper. So now what I'm going to do is just, I just made a mark here and a mark here. I'm going to trim it to size. Again, this is a really quick and easy project. I've seen a lot of people make these, so I did not come up with the idea. I'll put a link to the bottom to where I saw this idea, because I want to give credit where credit's due. But I'm going to show you kind of the steps. So I really like this pattern side, and then you can open it. I'm just going to stick that in there. Now I've been doing them kind of like upside down because I don't want the paper to just kind of like fall out, and I think by doing it this side, the bottom side that's closed down, and the open side at the top, that'll help. The nice thing about these is I'm building them in such a way that you can still open this. So like if once someone gets this, if they want to change it out with a Christmas card or a picture, they are totally free to do that. So that's a good point, is that they can change it out to use a different pattern paper or picture. You can also make them more neutral so that they can last throughout the year. I just thought these would be a cute holiday present. So this is really simple. I'm just gonna take a pan so I can get a general size, and I kind of just fold the elastic over with a little bit of overlap because I want the overlap to be caught underneath so that it doesn't come undone. And then I put a little dot of glue. So you want to be really careful with this so that you don't burn your fingers. And that's kind of why I have my bone folder. I'm going to have to clean it off when I get done, but it really saves me from hurting my fingers, which I have a talent of doing. And so then what I do is I take from like that dot, because I want to make sure this can still get in and out. So I kind of take from that dot and I kind of measure over, and then I add just like a little tiny bit to the end, and I cut off my elastic. And then I'm just going to fold over this side real quick, and just so that it has a more finished look. And then that'll be caught underneath. You won't see this because that'll be underneath. So then what I do is, the nice thing about this pattern paper, if you cut it really straight, it kind of has a pattern so you can kind of follow the lines to know how to get a straight line. So I'm going to go through those corners, and then I know I'm going straight across. And the whole thing about this project is it's a really simple, quick and easy project with inexpensive materials that you can have a lot of fun with and make a really quick, simple thing. I'm going to see, since this one has some snowflakes on it, if I like the snowflakes. And I don't think I do. I like this red trim too, because then I don't have to really think about it too much, because pretty much all of them go with the red trim pretty nicely. One thing I have been doing with my ribbon, since I'm not folding these edges under because I want to leave the back free, is I have been just using a lighter to kind of cinch the ends so that they don't fray. Because you can see right there that that frays. So I just get my little lighter and I take it through the blue part of the flame. Okay. Again, glue gun again. And I just go right along where the elastic part is. And so this is just going to cover the elastic, and then there'll be that pretty ruffle. So this is really quick and easy. I just dug through what I already had. It would be a great way to use scraps if you have some scrap paper, because it doesn't take much paper at all depending on the size of your frame. Another cute idea is you could put like a little calendar on this for the year and make it a more neutral theme, and then you would have a really great useful gift. Because I don't know about you, but if I'm not working, sometimes I lose track of what day it is. Well, the date. You know, I don't know if it's the 13th or the 15th. Alright, and then what I'm doing is I'm just running a bead of hot glue around the very bottom edge. Depending on the dimensions of your frame, you're going to figure out a layout that's pleasing to you. But I just think putting a little trim ties it all together, especially since there's more space this way, and just makes it look a little more finished. It doesn't take much time at all. So again, I picked up these sticky notes that are holiday themed when they were on sale after Christmas. So that made my materials more affordable, and then I'm recycling some of the beautiful things my in-laws put on our Christmas presents this year. I'm putting a generous amount of glue on the back, and then I'm going to kind of line it up. These picture frames are a lot smaller than this size, you'll notice. But I did test these out. I put these on the fridge to make sure that the weight of the notepad on the magnet wouldn't make it fall off, and it worked perfectly fine. And then what you can do is put your pen right here, and you have a really simple, quick present. Thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful to you. Signing off from the Wild West. Bye!